What's happening, people, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Mr. London Plumber. Today we'll be talking about plumbing tools and equipment. So I need my tool bag. One sec. Here it is, just here, always ready to go. So this is one of my go and grab tool bags. As a plumbing tool bag, I fit it out for jobs which I need and tools which I need to use when I'm working. So let's just go through some of the tools which I have in this tool bag here and why I have them as a plumber. So let's start with water pump pliers. Again, what type of water pump pliers you get is up to you. I have got the Cobra water pump pliers, but again, I prefer them. But these water pump pliers do exactly the same things as all of the others. I've also got an adjustable, and this is one of my favorite tools because all the time, you know, there's a lot of things which are in compression which you might need to take off or you might need to tighten up, whether it might be a little leak or something like that. This adjustable is going to be your number one fan. With the water pump pliers, you're able to tighten stuff up together, make it quite easy for you to do. Another thing I'm going to show you is these cutters. So these cutters are something which I cut PVC pipe with, so plastic pipe, but you can also cut like conduit with it as well. And I've also been able to cut like waste pipes. So this goes up to, it starts at 15 mil and goes all the way up to 28 mil. So it's a lovely little tool. I've also got it in a size above, and I'll tell you the sizes as well. So this one is a little bit bigger than the other one, and it starts at 25 and goes all the way up to 55 mil. Right, so 55 mil, that little blade just goes around and you just push it all the way around. You can see it's got like some arrows which way you can scar the pipe first and then cut it after. I know a lot of people are going to say there's different brands which do exactly the same things, but I'm not going to say that after everything I show you. I'm just going to show you things which I use as a plumber. So this is something for cleaning the end of the pipe. So before I'm ready to start soldering, I need to remove the balm around the top of a copper tube. So I use that, you shake it back and forward, and it removes that little copper little seal which sits on there. This isn't a bit of an equipment, but this is something that I want to throw in and show you. And I have this because I know the types of jobs I do sometimes, and I know how handy this can be. So I've got this little sack here, what's got little bits and pieces in it. So I'm always fixing taps and stuff like that. So I've got a few of these washers here. I've got the nuts, sorry, and these are the washers which sit over the taps. And I've got a few just random nuts, so they're just 15 mil nuts here. And I've also got some olives here. I've got one or two olives, and I've also got some of these nuts which go up the thread when you're tightening up a tap. Those plumbers or people who know, they know exactly what I'm talking about. So that was a little bit of a goodie thing what I wanted to show you as well. What else can I show you that's in this bag? So this isn't one of my main bags, but what I always do make sure I keep inside this bag is a little small knife. If I can get it out of the bag. It's going to be a bit difficult. Let me put it down. Might be a lot easier. Actually, let me get my other bag. So this is the bag we're going to go through quickly. Always need yourself a tap wench. So this is a tap wench which is able to be extended out for reach. So, you know, hard places to reach when you're doing up taps, when you just lean on your back. This is going to make it a lot easier. And again, it's easy to put away. So it gets a lot longer and it gets a lot smaller. So it's easy and compact to fit into your bag. Definitely a good tool to always have. I wasn't one to always have loads of spanners, yeah, but I realised how important this spanner was in my selection because it's the right size for a ceramic cartridge, yeah, which is great. Let me just get it up. So So it's the right size for a ceramic cartridge, which is great for you to work with. So this, which is a size 17, and it's got a ratchet on the other side as well, so it makes it a lot easier, right? What I do have in my bag, which I know a lot of people won't have, but I'm just going to show you because, you know, we're here to do show and tell. So I have a mirror, yeah, for soldering, and also looking around joints, because sometimes, yeah, you might find a leak and you can't see like exactly where it's coming from, but looking in a mirror and looking down at an angle, you'll be able to see that. If you ever drop your tools down something like a void or something like that, this magnet sticks onto it and you're able to lift up your tools and retrieve your tool yourself. Could be very handy in different spaces. So I've got these keys which are for opening hatches. These are very important because often they put valves behind hatches and stuff like that. So sometimes it's the little things, what you might not think. These thumbnails, as plumbers, I'm removing radiators all the time. So these thumbnails make it easy for me to remove radiators on my own. So very good tool to have as a plumber. I'm just going to show you the Cobra's water pump pliers, which actually are my favourite as a plumber to be able to use. I prefer these over the other ones because the grip on these are second to none, never slip. And on the other side, I've got a little video which is out. You can use the other side of this to actually take off aerators off of taps without not scratching it. It's a good little trick, but just make sure you've seen it. It's on my page as well. I love a strong flat screwdriver, yeah, because you can prise it up, lift up manholes and lift up little things like that, and just prise it open. Just use it abusively as a tool what it's supposed to be used. And again, this is one what she's got shockproof, so you can actually hit it on the end of here. So make sure you get yourself a nice good flat screwdriver. I've also got these radiator bits, so when you're putting in your tail bits into radiators and stuff like that, you need a certain type of key which will allow it to twist in. Remember as much as you can. But I hope you guys are enjoying it at the moment. This is one of the knives which I use oftenly as a plumber. I do have that because I'm oftenly opening packages when it comes to like traps and stuff like that. Or if I'm installing something, things are going to come in a box. I need to open it with something, because having yourself a good knife is necessary, but it's also good for removing a lot of silicone around like baths and stuff like that. And if it's a wash hand basin as well, very good for removing that silicone so you can lay your new one. I still have PTFE tape, but I'm not going to show you that because I don't really class that as a tool. My combination screwdriver is always a good shout because you always need a flat to be able to turn off these little valves and stuff like that. So having multiple heads for your screwdrivers is necessary. And now we're going to go into... what else can I show you in the bag quickly, which is just plumbing. So one last thing I'll show you. I'll show you these Allen keys, right? Allen keys are a must because there's so many things like tap heads and like shower valves which have little scrub keys inside there which you need to take it out, and without not taking it out you won't be able to get to the tap, you will not be able to get to the cartridge. So Allen keys hold a definitely close place in my opinion when it comes to plumbing tools for your tool bag. So I hope you had a good understanding there, like what kind of tools which you need. Again, brands, I feel like is subjective. You know, like someone's always going to say this works better or these ones work better. It's subjective to what you like. Buy what you can afford. It takes a long time to be able to create a big tool selection and to be able to do loads of jobs. If I was to show you all my tools in one video, it would definitely be longer than 2 hours because I've got loads of hand tools. They do loads of different things, but these are the tools which I use most frequently and are in my bag. And I know if you got them as a plumber, if you was looking for the tools, those are some of the tools what you want to get. So I hope you like the video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the other side for some more plumbing videos.